So I don't think I filmed in like good lighting or something, because for whatever reason my face is dark and my chest looks white as shit. Hello everybody, it's me, it's Rose G, and welcome back to my channel. Before you go down in the fucking comments and talk about how my face is dark, my chest is white. I don't know where this came from. Like, I told all my friends, I was like, dude, like, my body's yellow, you know? I'm black and I'm white, but like, what the fuck? Like, like, seriously? Like, I got a tan over the summer, but I thought my face was like, I don't know if it's just like the contour that's kind of making me kind of dark. I don't know. So I was watching one of my YouTubers that I watch. She is a former bad girl. She was on season 8. She was the first set of twins to go in the Bad Girls Club. I watch, well, her name is Gabi Victor. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to introduce like a YouTuber like that. Like, hey, I watch this YouTuber, you know, Gabi Victor or whatever. But she posted this video about her nipple piercing experience, whatever, and basically just telling us, you know, like how it felt to have her titty pierced. I suggest you guys go ahead and watch her video because, you know, I mean, she shows her, like, not like her boobs, but you know, she has like this cute little lace bra thing on. You could kind of see her nipple. For YouTube porn. She was describing some of her experiences and I literally could relate, and then I was thinking, you know what, I kind of should do a video, and you know what, I'm kind of inspired now, so I kind of want to tell you guys about my nipple piercing experience. I got my nipple pierced when I was 18. I want to say 18, could have been 19, but most definitely, probably most likely 18. Being 18, I wanted to get like a bunch of tattoos and a bunch of piercings, even though I knew that my dad was like not all for that. He's still very much not for it. Like, he doesn't like the fact that I like have this pierced. He doesn't like my tattoo that I have on the back of my shoulder. He, you know, is hoping that I don't get any more tattoos or piercings, and you know, I mean, like, I was pretty honest. I was like, that's probably not gonna happen. Hopefully my dad never watches this video because I don't think he wants to know about, you know, his daughter getting her nipple pierced. I have been wanting to get like a bunch of piercings and a bunch of tattoos, and like at the time I didn't really like have a job. My dad would give me money each week, like 20 bucks a week, whatever. At the time I was going to community college. That was the college that I dropped out from after 2.5 years. Even though it was a community college, I treated it like a college experience. I treated it like I was, you know, going to a university or state, you know, whatever. And, you know, I wanted to do certain, like, I lived with my parents, but, you know, I still wanted to do things. And you know, I was not like brazy enough to get a fucking tattoo, but I was brazy enough to get a fucking piercing. During this time I was dating this guy, and we will call him Pete, okay? And Pete was a piece of shit. I mean, like, I didn't know he was a piece of shit at that time. I mean, he was kind of showing me signs of being a piece of shit, but, you know, during this time, this is like when he was being good. And so Pete came with me to get my nipples pierced. He's the one that took me. The whole day started was I told him, I said, hey, I want to get my nipples pierced. Can you take me to the place so I could get them done? He said, sure. So the next day, we went to the gym. We went to the hot tub. Yeah, we went to the hot tub because he wanted me to like relax my muscles so I wouldn't be all tense. Again, this is when he was being like really good. I tried to hook up with him like at the gym in the hot tub, but like he was not up for it. Well, you wanted me to relax, but you don't want to relax me. You want to take the easy way out. Okay. And then he takes me to a tattoo and piercing parlor, and I'm sitting there and there's this chick. She's like all fucking tatted up. She has sleeves and shit like that, and it turns out the lady that pierced my titties is the same lady that gave my best friend her first tattoo. So I thought that was kind of cool, but we didn't figure that out till later. But she takes me back, you know, she goes over and she's like, okay, you know, how many, like, are you getting one or both pierced? And I said, I'm gonna get both pierced because, you know, I didn't want to be a bitch. Like, why would I want to get one nipple pierced? Like, give me both. She begins to tell me about the healing process and, you know, how long it's gonna take, and, you know, you could get keloids, you could, you know, it could get infected, it could, you know, your nipple could fall off, you know, basically that whole spiel. All right, okay, cool, you know, like, I'm ready, let's get this started, right? So she's like, okay, do you want like your boyfriend back there? And I was like, yeah, like come on back here. So he's just standing there off to the side. I'm fucking shirtless, you know, not his first time seeing me shirtless, mind you, but you know, he's watching me, you know, shirtless, getting my titties pierced. He's probably all happy and shit, like, hell yeah, my girl's about to get her titties pierced and shit. She was just like, okay, just relax, don't tense up, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. She does this boob first. And I moaned, like, a little bit, like, low-key, like, not even gonna lie, I fucking moaned a little bit, because, you know, I don't really feel pain like that, I guess you could say. So, after the, like, needle went in, whatever, I kind of felt a little lightheaded, but I wasn't, like, gonna, like, pass out or anything. I was like, okay. And then I started, you know, breathing, whatever. And then we came down to this nipple. When it came down to this nipple, she did the same thing. She stuck the needle in, and she like didn't stick it all the way in, you know, like typically when like you pierce something, you want to like follow through with it, you know, because you don't want to get stuck in the middle, because you want to go straight in. She kind of stopped, and you know, I'm not gonna lie guys, like the bar was a little crooked. She like pierced me a little crooked, and I was like kind of pissed, because like you just stabbed me, bitch. And not only that, like you made my nipple bleed. Like my nipple started bleeding a lot. And then I was like, what happened was, so after she like stuck the needle in and she put the bar in, Pete was standing out to the side. He's like, oh god, you know. And I was like, what, you know, like now I started freaking out. And then I felt something warm on my stomach. And I looked down, and my nipple's bleeding. And then that's when I started to feel lightheaded. Then I didn't really eat that much that day. I didn't really drink a lot of water. But, like, even still, like, cause that, in all honesty, I'm not saying that, like, oh, like, that's my excuse for, like, you know, almost passing out like a bitch. Like, that's legit the truth. I don't really get lightheaded when I see blood. Nosebleeds, I do not fuck with, because I saw something like real traumatizing, like as a kid. I don't know why, like it traumatized me, but it traumatized me as a kid. But like I can handle blood. I love horror movies and scary movies and shit like that. I love gory movies, so don't think I'm a little bitch. So then she like cleaned up my boobs, she like bandaged them up and shit, and then, you know, she's like, okay, I wouldn't wear a bra for about, you know, like a couple months, you know, let them heal, da 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 da. So I was like, what the fuck, like, okay, like I didn't know that, you know, like I couldn't wear a bra. Like I didn't know like that was gonna be like a thing. I thought like I could just wear like a sports bra, but she was like, no, don't wear a bra at all. So I was like, okay. So then we had to go back to the college, because I had to go to class like a little bitch. So like literally I went to class, took a break, got my titties pierced, and was gonna go back to class, like gonna go back, you know, go to my other class. And so I get there, like the drive there, like my nipples didn't hurt when they were pierced. My nipples start to hurt like on the drive there, because then they start to swell. Like my tits got so huge. I was like a small B cup, okay? Like I honestly, like I was like a full A small B cup. Like I had small boobs. I was a skinny person. My boobs, I swear, like on everything, like got like to D level size. Like they were fucking huge. Like they were just out, and they were swollen, and they were just, oh my god. Like, and then like when they moved, they hurt. It was fucking terrible. It felt like I got a boob job. Number two, I like got to the campus, and there was this guy, like I was sitting on the table, and then this guy was just like sitting there, and he was on his phone, and he wasn't like really like talking to us or anything, but like he knew somebody. I think he knew like Pete or something like that. Yeah, he knew Pete, and he was just sitting there, and he was just like shaking. You know when somebody like shakes their leg and shit like that? That's what he was doing, but he was sitting at the table. I felt every single fucking shake. Like me and my boobs felt every single fucking shake that he did. So he's just sitting there just shaking, my boobs are shaking, I'm just like in pain. Stop shaking the fucking table. They were swollen for, I want to say like 3 months. Like I had 3 months of big boobs. Honestly, that just like the healing process, well, I mean, like, after watching Gabi's video, now I'm like, it's not really a healing process, but, you know, like, during the time which they were, like, you know, getting used to the bar, you know, getting used to the piercing, My boobs did shrink back to regular size, like, obviously. Do like the smaller bars, and I don't know, this was like the biggest like mistake that I made when I got my when I got my nipples pierced. And for anybody that's gonna get a piercing, or, you know, get their, especially their titties, like, I'm gonna tell you this, and you guys are gonna think I'm so stupid, but like, you be surprised. Please know your size, okay? I didn't know what my nipple size was, okay? So I had like the same bars, whatever, and I would take it out when I would clean them and stuff, but like, I wanted to like change them out. I wanted to get a smaller bar, and like, I even like I bought body jewelry online. Fucking terrible idea. Okay, maybe like if you know like what your size is, I guess that's for you, but like, it's just a bad idea. I like ordered the wrong size, like I almost gauged my fucking nipple, like what the fuck. Like, even my best friend, oh my god, I almost forgot this too, like I want to say a couple days after I got my nipples pierced, like I even like showed my best friend. I was like, hey, I got my nipples pierced, like, huh, like I even showed her. I think it was like a couple days before Valentine's Day. Like, that's how fucking romantic I was that day. Let me tell you why I got my nipples pierced. I got my nipples pierced because I was feeling insecure about my boobs. I had small tits, okay? In middle school, high school, that's what I got made fun of. I got made fun of for having small boobs, okay? I got called mosquito bite, tater tot titties. Like, I literally, anything that you could think of, I've already like heard it. I've already experienced it. I probably even called it myself at one point. So I was really, really insecure about my boobs, and I just wanted them to look nice. And sorry, a Victoria's Secret bombshell bra is not going to make me feel better, because when a guy goes to take off my bra and realizes that I just have like little molehills instead of fucking watermelon titties, then he's gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna be disappointed because, you know, he's disappointed in me. And it did help with them, actually. Like, I did feel a lot more confident about my boobs. I felt like my boobs were the shit. I felt like they were just completely different, because, you know, you ask like some girls, like, hey, would you get your nipples pierced? And like, some girls will say no. I mean, some girls will say they're down for it, because, you know, I've came across like a couple girls that were like, yeah, I'm down, and then like they never do it. Like, I remember this girl that like she's like a former best friend of mine. She was trifling as fuck. I remember she said she wanted to get her nipples pierced. She said she was gonna get her nipples pierced. Like, she's like, I'm gonna go get them pierced. I'm gonna be a new woman, and blah blah blah. And the bitch never fucking did it. Why? Because she's a pansy. Like, not everybody can, you know, go through sticking a needle through your nipple. I mean, like, some people are like, oh my god, it's just a piercing, but it's like, okay, shove a needle through your nipple and see how you feel. And yeah, I say that was like the biggest like thing that I could take from it, is that like it really did help with my confidence. It helped with how I felt about my nipples. It felt, well, not my nipples, but I felt like how I felt about my boobs, you know. I felt like they just look better, you know. And on top of that, like, some people like that shit, you know. Some people think like nipple piercings are hot. They are, until like somebody gets fucking, you know, until my nipple bar gets caught in your fucking teeth or something. Then, you know, then it's really a part. That being said, of course, like, there came with some cons. Like, the biggest con that like stands out to me is that I developed a keloid on one of my nipples. It's on this one right here, the one that was like perfect. I don't know why the fuck that even happened. Now, how I feel about my boobs. By the way, I don't have my piercings anymore. I don't have my piercings anymore because the balls came unscrewed, and this one fell out first. The ball came unscrewed, and then I just never like went to the shop and bought a ball, and then eventually the whole bar itself fell out. So I was walking around with one nipple pierced, and then I like went to sleep and I woke up and that fucking one was gone. So I literally like woke up and the whole bar came out. I was like, well, that's it, you know. And I thought honestly that I would keep my piercings for a while, like maybe until like I had kids or something, you know, like that would force me to take them out. But I don't want to get them re-pierced because number one, I don't want to tear scar tissue, pretty much. Like, that's just not like a good idea, you know. And on top of that, I don't want to go the other direction. So, you know, it was fun while it lasted. I had them for about, I want to say like 3 years, like 2 or 3 years. I had them for a long time. So but yeah, you know, I did take some cute pictures, you know. I can't post them because, like, you know, I'm not really gonna like incriminate myself, but you know, I'm not gonna show like those pictures for this video. I'm sorry. I will say I use a loofah to wash my body, and that was not fun when the ball got caught in the loofah, because oof, the tug, oh my god, getting caught in the shower door. I I don't miss those at all. Like, I don't miss that part. But I do miss wearing a nipple chain. I used to wear a nipple chain to work. I was that bitch, okay? She was a girl that wears a nipple chain to work and will let her coworkers pull on it. You won't. Not if I'm not there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like enjoyed what I had to say. Comment down below if you have nipple piercings. Tell me about your experience. Tell me about your story with them. Tell me if you almost got them pierced. Tell me if you want to get them pierced. Go ahead and tell me all of that good shit. Follow me on all my social media and subscribe to my channel at your own risk, because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Do this all the time. This ain't no surprise. Every other night another movie get made.